The wind howls through the skeletal remains of a once great city, carrying whispers of the past. Elias, a lone survivor, steps over cracked pavement, his boots kicking up ash like ghostly footprints. Crumbling skyscrapers loom like tombstones, their shattered windows reflecting the dying light. A rusted bicycle leans against a wall, a relic of a world that no longer exists. Clutching a tattered map, Elias scans the horizon. Hope is a fragile thing here, but it's all he has left. Static crackles from a cracked handheld radio, a lifeline in the silence. Elias freezes as a faint voice cuts through the noise. If anyone can hear this, there's shelter beyond the wasteland. Mira's words are a beacon in the dark. His fingers tighten around the radio, static distorting her plea. The signal is weak, but the hope it carries is undeniable. For the first time in years, Elias isn't alone. The journey begins here, pulled forward by a voice from the void. The broken highway stretches endlessly under a blood-red sky, a graveyard of abandoned cars. Elias moves cautiously, his shadow long against the cracked asphalt. A sandstorm brews in the distance, a monstrous wall of dust swallowing the horizon. He ducks behind an overturned truck, heart pounding. Scavengers are near. Their whispers echo like ghosts. The radio signal led him here, but danger follows every step. The wasteland tests him, and survival is never guaranteed. A bunker door creaks open, revealing a tomb of forgotten secrets. Dust swirls in the dim light as Elias steps inside, his flashlight cutting through the darkness. Faded blueprints cling to the walls, their edges brittle with age. A rusted vault door stands ajar, revealing scattered notes, the Last Sunset Project. The words send a chill down his spine. This place holds answers, but the truth might be more terrifying than the wasteland outside. The radio signal led him here, but what waits is beyond imagination. The sandstorm rages outside, its fury muffled by the bunker's thick walls. Mira, the voice from the radio, clutches her bleeding arm, her eyes wild with distrust. A pistol trembles in her grip, aimed at Elias. "Who are you?" she demands. The air is thick with tension, two survivors caught between fear and hope. The bunker's journals hinted at this moment, but neither is prepared for the weight of it. Trust is a luxury in this world, and the wrong choice could mean death. The cracked video screen flickers to life, revealing a scientist's desperate face. 24 hours left, he gasps, the countdown flashing ominously. Elias and Mira watch in horror as the recording unfolds, a final warning about the impending catastrophe. The Last Sunset isn't just a myth, it's the end. The tape falls silent, leaving them in stunned silence. The bunker's journals, the radio signal, it all makes sense now. The world is dying and time is running out. A bridge is a skeleton of its former self, swaying cables, the only path across the gorge. Elias tests the first step, the metal groaning under his weight. Mira follows, her breath shallow. Below, wreckage fills the abyss. Halfway across, a cable snaps. Mira slips, her scream piercing the air. Elias lunges, catching her wrist, just in time. The tape mentioned a safe haven beyond this point, but the cost of reaching it might be too high. Gunfire erupts in the ruins, the scavengers closing in. Elias ducks behind a crumbling wall, reloading his pistol with shaking hands. Mira shields him, her own weapon spitting fire. A burning truck explodes, lighting the battlefield in orange hellfire. These are the same scavengers from the highway, and they're not leaving without a fight. The tape's warning echoes in Elias's mind. Time is running out, and the world is burning around them. The sky turns an unnatural crimson, the sun a dying ember behind the haze. The Last Sunset has begun. Panicked wildlife scatters, their cries lost in the wind. A distant shockwave ripples through the earth, toppling what little remains. Elias and Mira stand frozen, watching the world unravel. The scientist's prediction was real. There's no turning back now, only forward into whatever lies beyond the end. The cliff's edge looms before them, Behind, the world crumbles. Ahead, only darkness. Elias meets Mira's eyes, a silent understanding passing between them. There's no time left. Hand in hand, they leap into the unknown, the wind roaring in their ears. The screen fades to black as the last sunset consumes everything. Was it hope or doom? The answer is lost in the fall, but one thing is certain: they faced the end together.